We
So,
are
hey guys,
we're
welcome to my
officially
Twitch stream.
on the internet.
You know, people watch people mow grass, so I mean, I guess.
People watch people sleep. There are weirder
Uh,
activities to do on stream.
Fair enough.
Actually, I subscribe to a what's it called, a aquarium one where it's just a bunch of turtles and fish.
Okay, but I mean, turtles and fish are interesting, bro.
Hell yeah.
That is not mowing the lawn.
I like
That is
Leon the
cool
Lobster.
fish.
That one's good.
Yeah. So anyway, where were we?
We were walking down a
We're
dark
at the fangs.
alley with letters on doors for.
We're walking the cliff sides and being like, "Yo, what's up? You seen this cool pirate symbol?" And he's like, "Dude, put that away. You're gonna get killed."
I mean, it's kind of how it went.
We were opening doors, getting on the floors. Everybody was doing the dinosaurs.
Doing it, the dinosaurs.
Oh my gosh, I was doing a whole bunch of dinosaur stuff over the last couple days, and then... No, but then I was like, man, what am I doing?
Whoa.
I have like a session to be planning. Why am I messing with all this dinosaur shit? So
Put dinosaur campaign.
Dinosaurs are cool.
I mean,
There are simply dinosaurs that are here.
guys.
At the fangs.
There's an entire continent full of dinosaurs. So
I saw that.
Whenever you feel like having a dinosaur campaign,
Are they on street?
they are not. They are on Hexadol.
They are about to be on street. Boys, we have a cage, and we have Will.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have Will.
Yo,
Will,
Dad,
get to
I'm
it.
back! I brought a
We need to
dinosaur!
return to the island.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Life finds a way. We're gonna build an amusement park island. Fill it with dinosaurs.
That never goes wrong.
Apparently, there's a Jurassic World 4 or whatever. I just heard.
What?
The hell?
Yeah.
I thought they were done. I thought they were done.
I thought they were done like 3 movies again.
No, there's only 4.
Movies ago.
They need to stop if there is another one.
Because it's the last one.
Just make a new dinosaur movie. And throw Chris Pratt in there. There you go.
I'm disappointed I didn't get to see like nations go to war with dinosaurs. That's what they like offered at the end of the second or third, the first or second movie. And like the next one was like nothing about like the dinosaurs in the world at all. And I was like,
yeah, it's called
let's all go
Jurassic
home, then.
World, and then it's like, okay, we're in California-ish.
Yeah.
Jurassic World Extinction, and it was just announced yesterday. So.
Oh, so that means it's gonna
die?
Great.
A new one.
Well, yeah, they just released all the dinosaurs into the wild. Like, that's not going to affect the ecosystem whatsoever. They're free! So meanwhile, some guy in, like, Hollywood's getting munched in his, like, $2,000 billion home.
Yeah, I thought the last one was with all the original Jurassic Park characters. I thought that was the last one.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I forgot about that one.
Okay,
and big bugs
guys,
and
hold on. Let's get into our session, or we're just gonna like mess around for all night. I have to herd us into. Okay. Anyway, let's see. We are live, and what does my stream quality look like? It doesn't actually tell. Oh wow. Did that come through? Can you guys hear me if I make that sound?
I heard that. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think I'm ready to start reading my scripts. If you guys are ready to listen.
Go for it.
Perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Roll for Broke. My name is Adam, and I will be our Dungeon Master for session number 29 of The House Always Wins, unless you screw up betting odds like Adam did last session. Joining us tonight is our lovely cast of players. Brandon as always, at the front of the line, who plays the gunslinger fighter Cerveric.
Hello again.
I'll get it right eventually. Chris, who plays the lore bard Tyrion.
Hello.
Jean-Luc, who plays the wild magic sorcerer Sen.
I like ducks.
Will, who plays the blade singing wizard Vasil.
И above это кредитовия.
Whatever he said. And finally, a Phoenix, who plays the life cleric Naides.
Good evening.
And with all of our chit chat and very limited formalities out of the way, let's get started with a high level recap of where we are. And then we'll take questions from you guys after that. The crew of the Rosethorn has been on the trail of the elusive pirate king Havig, leading them to the ghost town of Verdun's Hollow. There, they encountered some gnolls attacking traders on skyboards, or the gnolls were on skyboards, attacking traders who were not on skyboards. Anyway, uncovering evidence leaking Havig to the town's missing inhabitants. Their search for clues took them to a hermit's cottage outside of town, where they learned of Havig's southward path from a surviving hunter, Tip. The crew's quest for answers then directed them to Broken Tooth, a known haunt of Havig's crew, which also happens to be in a southern direction. In Broken Tooth, the crew familiarized themselves with the locale through Johnny's guidance, stocking up at Cliffside Curios before heading to the Iron Dice gambling den. Despite their efforts, the tight-lipped staff offered little information, nudging the crew towards Garrick Hammerfell's establishment for some more potentially interesting entertainment. Their inquiries about Havig, marked by the flashing of her symbol, only served to attract cautious advice from a local Titaran at the Hook, pointing them toward the Page Mage bookstore for further investigation, with a warning that the symbol they're flashing can lead to some trouble. And that is where we ended. On your way from the Hook to the Page Mage here in Broken Tooth. So, before we jump in, any questions that you guys want to clear up from last week? Or
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Varric was told about like what he could assume to be like fighting, underground fighting, under the table fighting, and to look for Garrick. Garrick?
Yes, Garrick Hammerfell. Yeah.
Garrick Hammerfell. And he's doing that to try to find seedy folks. Did we have because in my mind I'm thinking there's a timetable on that. Was there a timetable on that?
The staff at the Iron Dice didn't give you any timetable on when they do it or anything. Just said to seek them out.
And the Iron Dice also said that there's more action around their establishment in the evening when the sun goes down, so that might be a place to get more answers as well, or at least watch from what's going on.
Yeah, it does get a little, or I guess a lot busier at that. You guys, showing up in the middle of the day, getting all the degenerate gamblers, Okay.
So, here we are.
So, any other questions? And I assume you guys are walking to the Page Mage?
Yeah. At least Tyrion is, unless he is grabbed by, like, the collar or something.
Yeah, I
He's
assume
just
it's down
strolling
that,
on along.
that,
He's having
that
a time.
pathway with the doors on it, isn't it? We are heading in the right direction, aren't we?
Well, my intro script assumes you're walking toward the page mage, so if that's not
Okay.
the case, I have to to change it up a little.
No, I'm fine with that.
He's walking towards the page mage, completely in reverse, so the opposite direction.
Right. So, without further ado, let's jump into the session. If we haven't, I mean, I have to work on like my intros and scripts. And,
No,
I
it was
never wrote
good.
the outro.
I like
I
it.
never wrote the outro.
And I
Uh,
reminded
Well,
you.
do
I
it
know.
right now.
You did too. Anyway. As you all navigate the labyrinthine alleys of Broken Tooth, your steps echo on rickety wooden walkways that weave precariously between jagged stone buildings. The salty air mingles with the smells of tar, spice, and the occasional waft of rum from hidden taverns. Around you, the town thrives in its chaotic symphony. Shouts of vendors, the creak of signs swinging in the coastal breeze, and the distant crash of waves against the cliffs. The walkways lead you across several swaying bridges, each probably needing a few more nails. You pass by colorful stalls, shadowy figures negotiating in hushed tones, the weathered sailors sharing tales of the skies and seas. Finally, tucked away in a corner so as unassuming it could be mistaken for part of the scenery, you find the page mage. The shop is a modest, almost forgettable facade of weathered wood and faded paint, its sign swinging gently with a quiet creak. It's easy to overlook amid the town's more boisterous attractions. Yet something about its simplicity beckons to the curious and the knowledgeable alike. The rest of the day is yours, standing in front of the page.
Grabbing hold of the door handle. The place is open, yes?
Yes, or at least it seems open. There's no open sign anyway, but the door is closed.
Just gonna take a note of the hours here, and in we go.
Follow behind. Maybe could have a purchase or two.
What do you mean
Depends.
it's
Oh,
open
I don't have my money. It's with
8:45
Henny.
to 7:30?
Never mind.
They don't accept coin here. No. As you cross the threshold into the page mage, a subtle shift of atmosphere envelops you, like stepping into a realm where silence itself tells a story. The air is tinged with the musty scent of old paper and leather, driving away the salty air from outside. Dim light filters through dusty windows, casting soft shadows across sparse shelves that hold more dust than they do books. The quiet is almost tangible, a blanket of tranquility that muffles the vibrant chaos of Broken Tooth just beyond its walls. The shop's keeper emerges from the shadows, a figure of enigmatic grace. Their appearance is as unassuming as the shop itself, plain clothes hanging on a slender androgynous frame, their elven heritage betrayed only by the faint point of their ears and the ageless depth of their eyes. There is a calm, measured confidence in their movements as they greet you. Esteemed travelers, welcome to my humble shop. I am Erisa. Please, let me be of service.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is
Hello.
all
My name's
mine.
Just going around and making the general introductions and everything. So this place, there's not a whole lot like actually stocking the shelves.
Yeah, so you're looking around like There really isn't. There's there are shelves where like maybe they can have a lot of books here, but there doesn't seem to be very many. And what is here is pretty dusty and not really well read, I guess. There are some that look a bit less dusty than others. Like maybe there is some of them that get read or picked up or exchanged more often, or maybe they're just newer. You don't know, but you get the feeling that this person doesn't do a lot of business, at least books wise.
Well,
I was going to say, while Tyrion is schmoozing with the lady, can I just sort of glance around and see if there's, because you mentioned dust, and just see if there's like any, I don't know, like scrape marks on the floor, like if there was a secret panel being opened or anything like that, like in a bookshelf or something like that.
Sure.
You know how like they have.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
24.
24 is pretty good. So as you look around the shop, you don't see any of those telltale signs of a hidden compartment or like a hidden door leaving scratch marks on the ground. But there is there's two doors leading deeper into this small shop. You see one which looks very similar to the exterior door, which is to say it's not very strong. And there's the other door, which is an iron banded wooden door that looks kind of out of place with the security that's been built into this. It looks like it could withstand a lot of say brute force. But other than that, and the dusty shelves and the sparsely filled shop, there's not really much else to see.
Okay. So the iron banded door would be fairly obvious, so the others would probably see it as well.
Yes, I should mention it in my intro, but yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
oh, okay. And had we seen this security in likewise other shops, like when we'd gone to the Trinket Emporium there?
Oh, the Curious Curios or whatever.
Yes.
Cliffside Curios, yeah, it wasn't. You didn't see the same type of security door that you would have. Yeah, you didn't see the same.
Is there anything? I know we had a description, but is there anything off now that we're closer to the elf?
Off how? Like the elf itself or themselves?
Yes. Like, are they? I suppose kind of shifty, or are they just sitting there patiently?
As you guys are all like staring at them, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, okay then. Like he's been talking, introducing himself. Like, hi, we're some
Yeah, no,
travelers. We're
I'm
from out of
just
town. It's a to meet
I'm
you.
just messing with you.
Oh, come on, Tyrion, buddy, step it up. he's
he's
not
the
been
real
rolling
boss.
great since he got here. That's a 9.
9. Okay. The proprietor here is very friendly and very what's the word? Prostrate, I guess. Like he seems to be very willing to help and wants to help you guys and kind of exudes that feeling as you guys introduce yourselves. Like he wants to be helpful. It's kind of what you get out of it. And that's very obvious in in his conversation with you, and you don't know if that's an act or if that's just how he does business or whatever, but that's the feeling you get.
Okay. Cool. So they're very nice, very helpful person.
Shit, I had a whole
And
library made, and now I can't freaking find it here. And anyway, don't go pulling
Well,
books
I mean,
off
if you want
shelves.
to look while I'm just...
No. Just
I don't want to say BSing, but like,
anyway.
all right, yeah.
How may I be of service? He asks. Or no, what did he say? Please let me be of service.
Gotcha. And for frame of reference, we were just told that we could find the information here from Mr. Big Papa on the fangs.
Big Papa told you that if you insist on flashing that around, that you should do some research at the Page Mage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I
What
guess
was
I'll...
the? Sorry. One
Okay.
sec.
Unless he's stopped, Tyrion will likewise pull out the book, flip open past a couple pages, and say we lost a few friends of ours recently, and we've come up short really on any clues. Look, I'll be completely open and honest with you. I think I know what this means, but if there's anything we could possibly find here to help, then... And he's showing the symbol of having.
And he's looking, and as you're talking, the proprietor is just nodding his head, and after you go ahead and show the turn to the page or whatever where you're showing havoc symbol, he looks at you, kind of takes you in, like he just takes a glance at you, Tyrion, and then the rest of you, and he goes, aha, sure, let's see what we can do to help. And he'll glide over to the front door and lock it. And it's a simple little a slide lock. It's nothing major. But you get the feeling like he doesn't want anybody walking in at this time.
Fair enough.
Varg's gonna see if he can get the sense, was that at all done within, sorry, I'm trying to word this in the right way. Was any of that done with the intent to lock us in? Or was that purely to keep anyone else out?
Well, I mean, it's the way you described it, I'm assuming it's one of those little hotel, chain locks?
Yeah.
Or is it one of a sliding bolt?
Right. It's certainly not made to keep you guys in, because you could just go over there and unlock it. Right. It's really just, hey, I don't want this door opening randomly while you guys brought up a sensitive topic.
A rather sensitive topic, yes.
Gotcha.
At least that's the feeling you get. You don't actually know if you can walk over there and unlock it very easily. Maybe it's a secret magical lock. But that's what you get.
As he's taken the one spell that nobody ever uses, Arcane Lock.
If you wanted to roll insight, you can, Var. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
I don't think he drew a weapon secretively while he was locking the door.
You guys are locked in here with me.
Period. Proven wrong as he is stabbed in the rib cage.
No. Anyway, sorry, we're getting off topic.
So what's he up to?
So, you guys are on the trail of Havoc, the Pirate King, one of many. You said you're missing some people of yours.
Is that a rhetorical question? Or, I mean,
that's what you,
how much happy detail, to answer, but yes.
How much detail did you go in while you were flipping through your thing?
Yeah, that was kind of word for word. Was we've come up short really on any answers, which I mean, truth, other than homeboy, Mister
Oh,
Wig or whatever his name was. I'm
could
sorry, Tyrion would not phrase it like that.
Which guy?
can we tell if the proprietor is oh, what's the word where they don't? Oh God, I'm sorry. I was had a brain fart. What's it called?
Yeah, no problem. Is he being like
You know,
suspicious or?
if he is dubious about asking the question, did he get offended by us asking the question? Like, what was his take on? What was his? Oh, for Christ's sake, God, I'm an
So
idiot.
here, let me
Like general
cut you off.
reaction.
Let me cut you off. He and I keep saying he, but you can't really tell if it's a he or a she. It's a they.
Okay.
And they are
Fashionable they, them.
very interested. They
Okay.
they seem very intrigued by something walking in their door that maybe they weren't expecting but are now very interested in.
Okay, so he's not defensive about us asking. He's or they, them, it.
They're asking for
fashionable
more
they, them.
information.
Yeah.
At this point,
Okay.
they're just trying
They
to
didn't get
pry a
defensive.
little bit.
Okay.
No,
And I mean, Tyrion would go down the description of Tip's parents. Just be like, hey, they're friends of ours. Maybe they don't know we're friends yet, but they're friends of ours.
okay, and you're looking for I assume Havig's hideout, so to speak, her current location.
Well,
Is that what you're trying to get at?
generally, yes. I mean,
Yes.
I myself am unaware of any sort of location because I've been told that they're on a rather sizable dreadnought.
Well, those are the rumors. How do you know that the Pirate Kings actually exist?
Just look into the book, looking back to fashionable they them. Well, shoot. Let me check my inventory because I have.
So
I thought I took the pin from Havoc off, but
no, so
I don't
you
think I
have
actually have it on me.
somebody has the actual badge, right? But then
Yeah.
you guys also saw the Pirate King, right, in your little flashback or the not flashback, the little projection.
Cleaning bot
Toba.
recording.
The cleaning bot recording, yes, thank you. Toba is his
True. This is true. But I can't exactly prove with Toba in this instance.
No, sure, but also
So
you get the feeling like they weren't looking for proof. It was more of a not a rhetorical question, but just a philosophical question, right?
hmm,
Uh, how do you know that the Pirate Kings exist? Because just figures that are shrouded in rumor and myth and legend and in whatever have you.
any Varg, I'm assuming, is paying attention. Vasil and
Mhm.
Sen, while Naiades is checking out the super secret stuff.
Yeah, I'm just casually looking around, but keeping an ear out.
He just
for
gives a
you.
questioning look quick before turning around, and we've more or less seen him.
Okay, well, we don't get very many in here that have seen them with their own eyes. Intriguing. So, what does Nova Industries have to do with the Pirate Kings? Forgive me, I feel like maybe you stepped into my parlor unawares. I am what
This
you
seems entirely true.
I am what you would call an information broker.
As as they see Tyrion just like, ah, like the caught with his pants down look.
I buy
He's
and
not used to this.
sell information. As you can see, my shop does not sell a lot of the printed materials.
I'd probably just assumed that you were busy.
Hi. You're so polite. No, so forgive me. I ask questions because I am curious and because it is my business to know.
Right. Well, then,
So I
suppose
appreciate
what's the going deal?
I appreciate the candor and the information that you bring. So with that in mind, would you mind sharing what Nova has to do with the Pirate King Havoc? Because I do know how to get to the Pirate King's hideout.
Well,
But as you probably gathered, there's a price.
Well, seeing as we've shared a little bit with you, why don't you share a little bit with us and we'll take it from there.
Just giving the Pirate King's hideout's location is probably not on the top of my to-do list, considering the enemies that I would make and who my enemy would be if I did so. But I can be convinced.
What is your price?
And as you ask, they kind of take a moment and just look over you all, just one more, fleeting glance. Have you all heard of the Faceless God? I
as he
need
holds up a finger and
anybody
okay.
proficient in history can go ahead and roll for this.
Absolutely.
All right,
I've got
I'll roll for
+2,
that.
so
Really, Sen is proficient in history.
He is a researcher, yeah.
Cool.
That's
No.
a 14.
Hey, nat 20.
Actually, no.
That is a 30.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right, he
so
knows.
what you know of the Faceless God? The Faceless God is um it's essentially like the planet X of our planets, right? Where some people believe there to be a new planet. In this case, another god that nobody talks about, that is completely ignored and removed from the pantheon. And there are some shrines throughout the world that have that either used to be or that are just altars to nothing. It feels like, and the rumor is that those are altars to the Faceless God. But
Yeah.
the faceless god is outside of the normal pantheon, or at least not included in any of the known major gods, right? It's just a sort of explanation for the shrines to nothing that don't seem to have a god associated with them.
So
Is he-
kind of like an outcast.
No one really knows for sure because there's nothing at the shrines. There's nothing.
Mm.
There's no information. That's just kind of what the name that has been given to this, this god or this entity or this whatever that was worshipped at these altars.
Shoot, that staff we traded off, did that have the odd, like, face carving in it?
No, it
From
had
the knolls?
it had moons and stuff. It didn't
Yeah.
have anything.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was marred or anything, but okay. As he just holds up a finger, attempting to draw a conclusion in his head, of like, wait a minute. And he goes flipping back through the book and brings up the sketches of the knolls that we had seen with like the weird carvings and stuff into the chest and skin with the not so happy faces on them.
Oh, okay. So you're showing the Erisa the sketches.
Yeah, like about personally, and he basically lore dumps the stuff that he knows about the faceless god, but so that there were these odd knolls that none of us could draw conclusions about it. Maybe this is that too.
Ah,
If we're trading information.
well, that is getting off topic a little bit. Those are markings of Kuomi. Kuomi, Kuomi. The knolls that you have come across, they do have a penchant of worshipping not a god, so to speak, but a powerful entity, we'll say. But it seems you do have some knowledge of our faceless god. That will shorten things up a bit. Perfect. There is a shrine near here. A shrine to this faceless god. I have been researching this faceless one for some time. And I know that there is a guardian of these shrines. And I know how to summon one. But I am not we'll say, combat-oriented person. So I do not know what happens when one is defeated.
As he gets this questioning look of, wait,
So you want the
You can
remains of a
summon-
guardian?
I want to know what happens. That's it.
action and consequence.
I hope that you all are strong enough. You look strong enough. I just don't know. And it is a blocker for my research. And bring me that new information, that knowledge, and the location of Havig's playground, might get dropped here and there. As long as it doesn't come back to me, of course.
Of course. Sorry, just a OOC. What were the Kumai markings on? Sorry.
Kuomi, she said, or they said. Oh my god! But basically, the knoll markings were markings of Kuomi.
Yeah, the weird like shamanistic knolls that we bought with the death shard.
Like
Yeah,
the
what were those?
faces that were carved into the necklace, and like
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
the
them
faces.
had the symbol like carved into his flesh.
Okay.
I think one of them had it carved into his flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
one of
that
the
description.
big ones did, I think.
Yeah,
I think it was Tyrion's buddy.
Oh, friend.
Yeah, he or Erisa wanted to make sure that they weren't confused at all. So anyway,
If you don't mind me asking, is there any particular reason you're expecting something to happen as this thing perishes?
and they give you this this little like wiggle with their finger. Great question. Yes. She doesn't elaborate, or they don't elaborate.
Fair enough,
Right.
cryptic mofo.
And as
Where exactly
as
might be?
you guys kind of give her that look, like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get anything. They'll elaborate a little bit. Let's say, let's just say that this faceless god has shown up in some writings that I would like to confirm, or prove otherwise.
On today's
Can I
episode of Mythbusters.
Can I try to suss out? Are they trying to withhold? Is this going to be pretty dangerous? Are they trying to withhold the severity of the situation by being nonchalant?
I mean, I just assumed it was going to be dangerous, just by description.
Roll insight.
Nice. Wow, 19 minus 1, 18.
Okay. You get the impression with an 18 that it's more they are more cagey about giving more information than they need to, and not necessarily about the danger of the place. It's more of, they've done a lot of research and information gathering about this thing, and they're not about to just blab their mouth about all of this, for nothing. But they did say that it was dangerous, mentioning how strong you guys were. You didn't get the feeling that they were trying to hide the danger of it, but they aren't looking. With that role, that they aren't looking to kill you. They are interested in whatever happens, and that if they're not just trying to send you to your death.
And if we die, we can't bring back the information. So I mean,
Yeah, fair enough. They just want somebody to do their hoofing for them. By the seams of it.
But if you all come back with the hopefully of whatever happens with this shrine guardian, I will be a lot more forthcoming of, let's say, my research.
Well, I suppose I just have one more question then.
Sure.
How do we get to this garden?
Ah, yes. The shrine is located in the mountains, just south of here. I can show you on your map. I assume you guys have a map, and Sen, I assume you have a local map of the area.
I was fairly certain.
I'm going to assume you do, and I'm going to magically put one into your pockets if you don't. And Arisa will mark it on your map of where you can go, and they'll explain it a little bit of, you're going to have to navigate your airship through, a certain canyon. You're going to have to hoof it a little bit. There's a little bit of a steep trail that you're going to have to follow, but it doesn't take very long. You just can't get there by airship. I mean, you'll have to get to the starting point by airship, but
Well, they're marking it on the map. Could I ask if there's anything rumored that we need to be cautious of from this guardian, like any precautions we need to take against them?
I wish I knew. I know that I have a bundle of incense, of a very particular kind of incense that you need to burn at the altar. And burning this incense will summon whatever this shrine guardian is. What it is, I don't know. That's hopefully you guys are my first step in putting a face to this faceless god.
Sounds interesting.
Well, if I'm right, it will be certainly interesting what you bring back.
Looking to the rest of the group. What's general reactions to getting a cool kill quest?
If it's the way to rescue the people, then we must do what we must.
Vague concern, but not unwilling to perform.
Zed's been in dangerous situations before. This is just another one to her.
This ain't nothing to me, man, she says. But Tyrion has been slightly distracted by this could make for a really, really cool story. And alright. So do we have this incense?
Do you have this what?
The
Incense.
incense.
The stuff we gotta burn.
Oh, yes. So
Been burning too much.
Man, that was a really strong incense.
Just breathe, man.
oh man. Oh, um what was I saying? Oh yes, they'll give you the bundle of incense, and it smells of like a very like acrid, sharp odor. But it looks like it's a bunch of different kinds of herbs and stuff that are bundled and tied together.
Would any of us have smelled this kind of stuff before? Or
Yeah.
was it like Scholastic Book Fair in 2006?
No, so Sen would be familiar with some of these. It seems just a very eclectic combination of different rare incenses and herbs that just seem to have been bundled as one. Like you probably have 750 gold worth of rare incense in your hand.
Oh. I see. So this is quite the investment, both of trusting with information and physical cost.
A little bit, but
Don't get it mixed up with your tobacco.
But they didn't mention any of that, right?
Yeah. He remarks to himself if he knows it, but this may be just found out later.
Do you have material components to your spells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you would be familiar with some of this, but maybe not necessarily all of it. But Sen with her research background, would probably know most of them. I'm not going to pretend that I wrote down all the rare incense herbs that comprise this thing, but
approximately 400 milligrams worth of. No. It's all cannabis. No. Anyway, yep.
Well, I feel like I'm getting a lot of my end of the deal here. Is there perhaps anything else that maybe I can offer you with lower stakes?
And I mean, out of character, can we have a second to think about that? If anybody wants to possibly take up the offer.
Oh yeah. Time starts now. You guys have 30 seconds. Go. No. Just
awesome.
Is there? I mean, essentially, is there anything else you guys want to ask this information broker while you're here? Because they feel, or they you don't know how much they're or what they're offering, but they seem pretty open to giving some information as this end of this bargain.
What about we could ask about after this is resolved with this Pirate King, any other rumors from other ports or that could lead on to another quest kind of potential.
I mean,
so
possibly
really quick,
like that.
They're basically saying that, hey, I'm going to give you something now, right? Because you guys are doing this dangerous thing for them, but then when you come back with that dangerous information, then they also have a lot more to give you when you get back. So this is kind of this halvesies, I guess, on this contract. He's they're an information broker looking to offer some more information. So
I was going to ask, do we have anybody in the party that really wants to research something about themselves?
But would they have information on that? Because this is very vague. She doesn't have much to go off of. That's the thing. And she trusts books more than people knowledge right now.
Okay, fair enough.
But would it hurt to ask? No.
Not
what are you
it's
asking?
up to you.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. So sense steps up. Do you know anything about unknown magic or uncontrollable magic?
Uncontrollable, you say? Like what? Give me an example.
Like setting something on fire by accident, or turning into a pot.
I'm smiling. They're not smiling. Hold on.
The pot is actually on the wild magic table.
No, I know.
Yo, wait, what?
This one's a
You turn it into a potted
confused person.
plant. 41 to 42.
Wonderful.
The short answer is yes. Perhaps. I guess it's perhaps more than yes.
But
But have you ever heard of the name Drada of Moonlit Tides?
would you know?
You would not.
No, I haven't.
Come back from the Faceless Shrine, and we'll have a discussion about Drada. Fair? And if not,
She
do your own
she just
research.
nods.
You can, I'm sure with your capabilities, you can dig into that more. But come back, and we can talk.
She just nods and just takes a few steps backwards.
That's all you ask her? Just okay.
Yeah, as far
And
as
that's
I know.
Drada. That's Drada, by the way.
Hey, I spelled it right.
Oh, I had it with 2 Ds.
Drada.
Drada. Y'all ever heard of Drada? Oh yeah, she's from up the ways a bit. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Anybody have anything else to do in the bookshop? Is
Not
there
that I can
any cool
think of
books
off the
here?
top.
As you guys have been looking around here, there are no cool books here.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
what
just
I was thinking
Yeah,
from that aspect.
kinda,
I
yeah.
didn't see very.
very
I heard mention of a library earlier, and I was like, ooh.
like stuffy tomes that are written in very stuffy hands, and nobody wants to read the boring history books, and like
The like
children's
Barnes and
books,
Noble
and
clearance section.
yeah, the trashy young adult stuff. You get the impression that this shop is more of a front for what they
Yeah.
really do.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alrighty, I guess we're off. Unless anybody else has a really cool thing to do back in town. Besides the nightlife.
Lizard racing. Woo!
Woo! Spend all the rest of my money on lizard racing.
Well, crew of the Rosethorn, I bid you good luck.
I pray we don't need it. It was a pleasure to have met you.
I will be awaiting your return.
And with that, spinning on a heel, slide open the hopefully not magical hotel keychain lock.
Nope, it is a very simple keychain lock. It just slides right out.
And away we go.
And there was nobody outside waiting to get in either. Just
Oh, that'd be funny if there was actually just somebody sitting there. It's like, are you guys open? Tap, 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 tap on the glass.
okay. So the town is yours. It is what, probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon at this point?
And
Okay. Sorry.
no, I was just continuing.
I was thinking of there's a couple things that I kind of was doing with Naiades. Is like thinking of the downtime stuff instead of just standing there collecting dust. I could go back to the ship and then find a shop, and I was wondering about potentially practicing making my own potions or something like that for just downtime for study type thing, downtime activities.
Okay. I'll talk to you about that offline. Because
Okay.
there's a book called Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I think that's what it was called. That has downtime rules for learning new skills, like
Okay.
alchemy supplies.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
explained
cool.
in there, but we can talk offline and work that into what you would
Yeah.
want to do in your spare time.
Because I was thinking that would be something good for her to have as a medic for the ship. That'd be beneficial to have like her own little supply, save from quote unquote buying it in.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll talk.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
I take it.
Okay.
And had Vark shared the nightlife tip, right? Or did he keep that to himself after meeting the?
If I didn't do it in character, then yeah, he would have.
Okay, cool. I didn't have it written down, so I was.
Yeah. Did we want to stay for the nightlife event? Because Varric he wanted to take part in the pit fight or what? Sorry.
No, I just the reputable activities aren't
Oh, okay.
going to be where the people we're looking for are going to be. It's the the seedy stuff. That's where people we're looking for are probably going to be, or information regarding them.
Yeah. I mean, it couldn't hurt to have more information. Compare notes.
So out of character, if we want to figure out this the shrine situation in this session, right? Then
Oh, we could do that in this session.
I don't.
No offense, I wasn't sure of timeline here.
Unless, right, we go and do the nightlife of Broken Tooth, which is probably going to take the rest of the session if we do that. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
mean,
could
I
come
don't
back
mind
and
either
do
way.
that.
I
'Cause
guess
I'm
we
sure
haven't
it'll
had combat in
repeat,
a little
won't it?
bit, so
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we could go do our guardian and then maybe come back for the nightlife stuff.
I'd be down for
all
that.
beat up. I mean, it's a peaceful guardian.
I'm okay. Bled out for the 90th time. But more teamwork.
Okay.
We can do this. It'd be cool. Well then, I guess we're off.
Off to see the wizard. You guys are off to the your berth, your ship.
What? No. Yeah. As
I
far as
think so, yeah.
I'm concerned.
Okay, well, very shortly, you guys make your way over to where the Rose Thorn is docked. And once you guys hop on board, you notice that Lawrence is not on the ship.
Oh.
Johnny is, but Lawrence is not. And
It's like nowhere on the ship.
so as you meet up with Johnny, he'll tell you, yeah, I felt it was wrong that not letting our first mate out to see the sights. So he's around here someplace. I told him to be back before the night.
Johnny being honest.
Of course he is.
Roll
He's Johnny.
insight.
Why would he ever lie to us? How dare you? Just assume that our captain would lie
6.
to us.
6.
Yeah.
He is as honest as he always is. Johnny
and that's
can
what
never
concerns me,
tell a
he
lie.
says.
Well, I'm sure with his appearances, he'll do just fine on his own in a place like this. Nothing bad will happen to him. Did you see which direction he went?
I gave him some coin, as an advance, of course. I don't know what I did with that accent just there, but yeah, he went to the the Iron Dice, as one does here.
From what Varric has seen of Lawrence, like, is he super green, or will he hold his own in a place like this?
Lawrence is he likes to put his feet up, I guess, but I mean you've seen him in combat, you've seen him on the ship, on the Windfall. Yeah. He can certainly hold his own. Okay. He just enjoys the downtime at the same time.
I gotcha. He'll be fine.
I just didn't want to leave old Lawrence stuck on the ship, so I had to get him out of there. Sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna go see the tables. Mm-hmm.
Well, okay then.
Well, what have you been up to, Johnny?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Staying out of trouble, as one does. What have you all been up to?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Do you know where we're headed to find our pirate king?
Not yet. Still working on it.
Been sent on a detour, I believe. Naiades looks at Tyrion.
And he looks back.
Johnny does love a good detour. Where are we headed?
I wanted to say not far from here, but Sen has the map, and I am not sure.
It is not far from here. By air, you're probably looking 20-30 minutes.
Well, then that's not far from here.
In and out.
I mean that's airship like 20-30, but that doesn't say about the ground pass, how long that's going to be.
If you're going 100 miles an hour, though, 20-30 minutes is pretty far, if you ask me. But by air, yeah, it's pretty close.
Will I have time to attune to my weapon, or does that take a long rest?
It takes a short rest over an hour to do. It doesn't take a short rest. It takes an hour to attune, but you can do that over a short rest. Sorry.
Okay.
I might attune to my bow in the meantime.
When did you tell Lawrence to be back?
Before nightfall.
Yes, before nightfall. But we can leave a note for him with the dockmaster here. I'm sure Lawrence will be fine.
Righto.
I just need to not forget to do a motivational speech.
Righto, so where are we off to?
Right here.
This magic map is wonderful.
Meow.
Oh, well, that looks like a whole lot of nothing to me, but if you know where you're going, let's get on out of here then.
So just a quick question. Since I did use a spell slot earlier to move the ship, do I need to do it again to move the ship again, or how long did it last?
It lasts 24 hours.
Alright, so it should be fine then.
Right.
Alright.
And you see Johnny jump off the deck and go over to the dock master there, and you see him discuss for a moment and shake his hand pretty firmly and clap him on the back and hop back onto the boat ship. If Lawrence comes by while we're gone, old dock master over there will take care of him. He'll get him a place to sleep.
Right on then.
And unless anyone has anything else to do, Zen's going to just start driving the ship, the boat, whatever, over.
Okay, so as you guys start to pull your ship away from Broken Tooth, the one of the many pirate cities of Sordane, with a new route in tow, the sights and the smells of this of the town drift away from you all as you push down the coast, not too far away from where you guys were, but after a few minutes, the jagged coastline and the cliff faces kind of all seem to blend together. And following the instructions that Irisa gave you, very shortly, some of the landmarks start to stick out, and you see that there's a canyon, one of many, but this one has a particular shape that you were looking for. It sticks out, just as they said it would. And you know that once you pull down into this canyon, there should be a place to pull your ship up to the beginning of this not really treacherous, but just steep trail. I
So I
assume
guess we take her down.
you're going in.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Put one foot.
So, very shortly, you guys make your way through the winding canyon, and you see it starts to get a little narrow before it actually opens up wide again. And when it does, the floor of this canyon gets really shallow and very obvious where you were told to kind of dock your ship, because you can see there's almost like a little shelf kind of sticking out in one place. It looks for a very comfortable as a natural dock could be. Looks like the place.
I'll just say, like, are we From the shrine, roughly, are we less than an hour away or more than an hour away?
So it will be a hike.
Yeah.
Like you probably have 30 or 40 minutes of a hike to get there from
Mhm.
where you are. So if you want to attune to your thing, you guys can wait another half an hour on the ship to get both of you guys attuned.
Cool. I
Yeah,
would
that's
certainly
fine.
like
I meant more of the motivational speech for us.
Got it. What do you have to do for the
Since we're
motivational speech? I'm not really familiar.
Oh, so you address your allies, staff, or innocent bystanders to exhort and inspire them to greatness, whether they have anything to get excited or not. Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear you. For the duration of the effect, the creature gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has an advantage on the next attack roll it makes. Once an affected creature loses their temporary hit points granted by the spell ends for that creature.
How long does it take to cast? What's the casting time?
A minute.
Oh, okay.
How long does it last?
An hour.
So, like, if you wanted to do your motivational speech while you're on the hike, I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I just didn't want to do it prematurely and
Yeah.
we
Hi
lose the
ho,
effect.
hi ho. Yeah, sure, we can do it on the hike.
Okay.
Cool.
Before we continue, Adam, would you mind if we took a bio break, please?
Oh, that is a great idea. Absolutely. Thank you for reminding me because I am terrible at that. So it is 10:43 my time. Let's do 7 minutes. 10:50 Eastern. See you guys in a minute.
Okay.
Ready.
Let's see if I have a BRB.
Nice. I like it. I'll be right back.
I'm here. I'm just in the kitchen. Sorry.
Hello? Sorry.
Ah. Oh, I have a travel thing. World map. Activate. I like being able to hold the world map. So, as you guys travel just a little bit south of where you are, there we go. Maybe I should get a smaller token for that.
We take up this much of the world.
It's like 1,000 miles across.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's no island.
but as your ship docks on this this natural sort of outcropping that allows you to disembark, it seems to be fitting in with what Erisa was telling you, and up in front of you is the beginning of a trail. It doesn't look very well traveled, but it does look distinct enough.
Race you to the top.
So really quick, are you guys waiting the 30 minutes so both of you guys can attune?
Yes. I would really like to, just to try out the boat, but if that's not an option, then I completely understand. That's okay.
It's not
If
me.
it
I don't see why
doesn't-
not.
If it doesn't interfere with anything anybody else has planned, or I'm happy to hold fire.
I'm good to wait.
You guys just see Johnny whittling a little piece of wood. I got nowhere to be. Okay, well then consider you got yourselves attuned to your new weapons. Oh shoot, never added it to your guys' to your characters. Here I'll find it here in a moment. And add it to. I have it in Foundry. I have to go find it though. Like the way that they
I was
did.
gonna say you posted the little items.
I did, yes. I have them in Foundry, but the way that the Griffin Saddlebag items work in Foundry is you have to know the month that they were released because he releases all of his content monthly. So like I have to go and find it. Like there's I don't know, 50 or 60 or whatever little monthly releases that I'm not gonna and I can't search in them. So anyway.
Because I thought we had to manually enter it, so I just did like a little plus add.
Oh
thing
yeah,
in
no, I'll get that in here. It was yours was Verdict, right? A Mesa Verdict.
Mesa Verdict, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so you guys attune to your weapons and start the trek. Unless there's something else you wanted to do.
Here we go.
4
Follow the
years ago.
trail.
Oh my gosh. December 17th, 2019. Then I go back in Griffin Saddlebag. Oh, I don't even have 2019 in here. I'm sure this is fine. Should have done this ahead of time. Okay. It's not even in here. Okay. I'll come back to this. As you guys start your trek down this this steep trail, you get the feeling that there are a lot more inclines and declines as you guys go through the winding caverns that is the Fangs. But there has been, a trail blazed for this. There are, easier to walk up areas where it gets really steep. There are sort of steps that have been carved into some places. There are, you know, kind of makeshift hand rails that you can see that have been just sort of smoothed into the rock. You can see that there has been some movement from people here, even though it doesn't seem like a very common occurrence.
Does it seem recent? Or is it more just, yeah, there's been people here?
Roll a survival check.
Sure. I don't think I have a survival mod, and I don't think that's gonna matter because that is a 1 + 1. That's a 2, sir.
That is
Big
people.
money.
People have been by here at some point.
Tyrion is a part of the out of breath hiking club.
I found your thing. Sweet.
Yay!
I'm trying to multitask here. I'm sorry. Weapon of verdict. Ace. Okay. You should have it naiades on your thing. You just have to equip it.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Tyrion, what was your thing called? I can't pull it up on
The
Discord without.
Great Owl's Bow.
Should have done this while I was waiting instead of just
Oh,
digging.
well. Oh, good. So what's everybody's hiking like? Does anybody have cool hiking staff or likewise trailing mix or any stuff of the sort?
I would say that the only thing that's notable with Varric is he would utilize his boots of spider climbing on the trek. Give him, a bit of a leg up, if you will.
Is that hat?
Okay, and it doesn't. I mean, it does help in a couple places, but as you guys are traversing it, you are never really at a loss for being prevented from doing something without significant effort. Well, yes, it's not an easy walk in the park. It's not anything crazy either. Okay, I found your Great Owl's Bow, so it's on your
Cool.
your thing. You just have to equip it as well.
Awesome.
Okay, and with that out of the way, a short jaunt through the short hike through the Fangs. You guys, in front of you, it seems to start to open up a little bit, and off in the, I shouldn't say distance, but in front of you, you see your destination, a small clearing that seems to open up to the sky below, and there isn't anywhere else to go except here. There's a small, almost carved steps that lead down into. I guess canyon would be the wrong word, but it's just a clearing in the rock, and you can see off in the distance I keep saying in the distance, it's only like 100 feet or whatever in front of you, but you can see a carved square altar sitting on a sort of outcropping, a sort of a precipice that juts out into the sky. Now, go
Sorry.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, as we were approaching, Naiades would do the speech.
Yeah, I would imagine you guys would have been doing the speech, like,
Oh, okay. I
as
didn't have
soon
to. Okay,
as
that's fine.
as soon as you kind of have a feeling about where you guys are going, you're gonna start your speech. So, what is your speech about, Naiades? Not to put you on the spot.
No.
Love, peace, and friendship.
Oh, friends. Just saying that with us together, we could traverse anything, and there's, it's proven that there's strength. Us all together, that there's strength in our numbers, and we can accomplish anything, and basically that at the moment.
Okay. Now, you
Right
guys all
on.
have 5 extra temporary hit points
For an hour.
for an hour, and as long as you have them, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws and something else.
Do you want me to link it? Can I send it in the
Yeah,
chat?
no, go ahead and link it
if
in.
that's helpful.
Yeah, that'd be great. And while you do that, I will read the intro as you guys, as your group approaches the secluded shrine, the world seems to hush around you all. The ambient sounds of wildlife and the wind through the canyons fading into a profound silence. The air is still, carrying a faint, lingering scent of something. The stone underfoot is cool and smooth, worn by time and the elements, almost leading you to the edge of the dizzying cliff before you. An ancient square altar sits on a solitary precipice, surrounded by lush green vegetation that hug the stone, the only sign of life in the small rocky clearing. Sen, your fingers tingle and you get chills down your spine. You feel a connection here to your gift, just waiting beneath the surface.
Is it like the chills tingling, like if it like a good one or a bad one? Because there's a difference between the two.
The feeling that you get when your power takes over, that feeling is just right underneath your skin. Like you can feel it just waiting to come out. Like usually it's pushed down, right? And then it comes out suddenly, right? But you can feel this sort of this trepidation, this connection to whatever this place is. It seems to make you feel like your gift, your powers want to come out.
So do I feel like I have control of it, about to lose control of it, or?
I guess you don't know. You haven't felt this way before. Or yeah, no, I don't think you have.
Well, upon getting the spine shivering thing, she actually does shiver a bit, and she just looks down at her hand, just trying to understand what the feeling is. Just looking lost and confused.
Your fingers
You
are
okay there?
tingling a little bit as you look at them.
It feels like my magic is the uncontrollable part is wants to come out, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Are you
Well,
okay?
maybe it's a good thing.
To see if it
Always
helps,
look at some
she's going to launch a firebolt into the air just to see if she still has the same feeling or whatnot.
Okay. You launch a firebolt into the air. Can you roll a D100 for me?
Whoa.
All right. 36.
As you shoot your firebolt into the air, you feel that overwhelming power that you have spent your entire life stuffing down. You feel it jump out through your arm, through your fingers, and out. And as it leaves, you see, and you guys all see, that Sen now has a sixth finger.
Where is this finger located at? Is it by the thumb? Is it by the pinky? Or
It is by the pinky. You have now a sixth finger.
Permanently?
and she just looks at her hand, just confused about the six fingers. She's not saying anything. She's just staring at it.
You're just like the tail of the six-fingered
There's
man.
something you don't see every day.
Has that happened before?
I think I would remember if that happened before.
Does that make you an extra powerful caster if you have more than 10 fingers?
At
She's
least I
just
can
like
count to.
fascinated by
Hey,
an
I can
extra
count to
appendage being
11.
grown.
I can count to 11 with my own hands. No one else could do that.
Lore question. Vidalcan don't exist in Sordane, right?
The Dalkin?
Vidalcan.
Oh,
With a V.
Vidalkin.
Yeah.
No. No, there
Yeah,
isn't there isn't a replacement for it, so no.
They're just blue. You're welcome.
Alright, so after casting it, does she still have that feeling or no?
Yes. It did not go away. If anything, it's even closer to the surface now.
Being the researcher, she needs to verify if the thing's going to happen again. So she's going to fire another firebolt into the air. See if by the cause and effects maybe.
Roll another D100 for me.
As she grows another finger on the same hand. Is it right or left?
Whichever one she cast with.
You know what? I'll just say left because I'm left-handed. So yeah. Okay, so I rolled 81.
$81. Okay. So once again, she now raises her six-fingered hand into the sky and releases another firebolt. And as you guys all see, you guys physically see this manifestation of color as it starts in her feet and in her opposite hand, and you can see it now travel through her limbs and out through her hand. And as it leaves, the color leaves too. This flaming red color, but as it leaves, her veins are still lit up red. She now has traces of all of her veins on her arms and whatever is visible on her face. You see traces of red.
You feeling all right?
I'm just curious. Are these can you see them in the dark or?
So we're getting kind of into the golden hour ish around here. You can see that they do provide their own light, so you can see that yes, they would be visible in the dark.
So she's like a nightlight now, kind of.
I mean, in so much that like a glow in the dark thing can provide light. It doesn't really provide a lot of light, but it is visible in the dark.
Okay.
And she
So
she says you see her veins glowing. She just can't stop. She just looked and she laughed a bit. This is the first thing. It happened twice so soon. I might be onto something. She's tempted to do another firebolt. Tempted, if someone wants to
Time
stop
for-
her.
Is
Time
this
to embrace
using
it
her
and not fight
spell
it.
slot?
No,
Oh,
these are
sorry.
cantrips.
Oh, they're cantrips. Okay.
Are you shooting another one?
Yep, I'm shooting another one.
Okay.
Naomi looks curious, and she's like,
She's
"Is
trying to
anything
get.
going
She's
on
trying to
in
see
your
if.
mind? Can you
She's
Yeah,
trying to see
the-
if she can get a feeling of like how I'm not surgeon and she can get used to it so she can control it a bit.
So your 6-fingered red glowing vein companion shoots another firebolt into the sky. Roll another D100 for me.
Alright, this is going to be. Let's see here. 37.
Isn't that what we rolled before?
I'll roll again.
Oh, no, that wasn't. Sorry. You rolled a
Okay.
36 before. And this time that same red color you see now shimmer as it comes out of her hands. And as soon as it lets go, a very loud, thunderous sound emanates from her in a shockwave. Everybody within 10 feet of you takes 4 thunder damage.
As Tyrion is like knocked over because he was standing like right next to her looking at this.
It's more like someone shot a really, like 50 cal gun right next to you, right? And you're just
He's more fallen over from shock rather than actual shock.
Got it.
I don't know where I was
He's
standing.
just like
I'll let you
laying on
guys
the ground,
decide who is,
laughing in a fit. It's like,
I'll just say that after the second shot, she would have stood like 5 feet away from everyone, so if anyone was within that feet,
I did say within 10 feet, but
Yeah,
Let's
but she at least
see.
is 5 foot away, so.
Yeah, would see Tyrion get knocked over. Is like, maybe be a bit cautious because
I'm
it
okay.
seems to be growing more and more powerful. Whatever this is.
He's like shaking out his hands from the like static feeling in him. That was amazing. We might need this during the fight.
You're all right.
Upon saying that she hurt her when she goes down and she just goes into like a fetal position, just mumbling to herself, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. As if she had PTSD from this.
And he's got like both his arms over his chest, like laughing as hard as he can.
I would think that maybe Mary would probably be used to seeing when she hurt someone, she by accident she feels really bad about this.
He like wipes his
Oh,
eyes.
poor Sam.
No, it's quite alright. I wasn't quite expecting it. It's quite the bloody amazing trait you have there. Genuinely. But if we, dusting himself off, getting up off the ground. If we're getting down to business here,
Yes, well, exactly like that, pretty much. Thank you.
Okay, so we can continue to see what else is on this D100 list, or we can figure out what we're doing.
If she's done using magic for now, she hurt someone.
pish posh. The browser
She
speed was
just
enough to cover it. It was fine.
she stands up, but she is visibly shaken.
I was gonna say, like, Tyrion comes over and like pats her on the shoulder, offers her a hand up.
Upon patting her shoulder, she literally does jump and takes a few feet away from him.
And he just puts his hands up, still smiling. He's like, "All good."
And she's just looking around, looking at everyone, see how their facial response are.
As Tyrion's fluffy hair is like still on end somewhat.
Naiadi's expression would just be one of concern whether if they're both all right.
Yes, if it were a matter, I would have attended to it. It's quite all right. As he's now fluffing down his hair. Matting? I don't. How does that work? As he's been given his like electro afro.
I mean, it goes down after a few moments, of forcing it down.
Oh, and just a point of order, so we have an operating light just in case. How big is this altar? For the purposes of the light spell, I can't light it up if it's more than 10 feet.
Since the
10 feet in any direction.
Since it doesn't, and we know we're getting into combat, I don't mind throwing you guys into here. Let's see.
Because it lasts it lasts for an hour, so
Varric,
and it's not concentration, so we are here. Oh, that's a bit bigger than I thought it was. Never mind, not lighting up the altar.
Is there a way I could get like a little owl token?
We created a few different tokens for you. Let's see. I have a little mouse. I have a penguin, and I have an undead thing. Here, let me find an owl for you.
Yeah.
For now, we'll pretend it's your penguin.
Yeah.
Just a quick question, Adam. So thanks to the motivation speech, since everyone around got hurt, does that mean they have advantage on their next throw, on their next attack, because of that?
I mean, if that's what it says, is hit by an attack. It has advantage on the next attack roll it makes. Yeah? It's hit by an attack. I don't know if it was an attack. I think you just took damage.
I mean, she cast an attacking spell. I mean, it's like, and he was damaged, so I would count it.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't think not everybody.
I will enhance my calm here.
Whacked with that.
Rein myself in.
Are her veins still glowing?
Yes.
Hard. So did the magic? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she just looks around. She's visibly confused why no one's mad at her or anything else like that. Like her normal reaction, what happens to her? Besides Varric, obviously.
You would notice that Varric has been staring at you since your veins became visible. Like he's been tracing, like, and observing the vein patterns. Something he's never seen before.
And just the question on the veins. So when she casted more magic, did the veins like glow up at all, or was
they
it just...
did? Just like the first time when they.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So now when she cast it, it was almost like a whooshing motion from from all of them as they all kind of like gathered up and went out of her hand.
Cool.
Yeah, it seems like
That's
it's
awesome.
slowly getting stronger and stronger, but it could be just whatever.
Tyrion is full on excited to see what happens next.
Here's your owl. It's small because the
Thank you.
owl is small.
That's perfectly average owl. What are you talking about?
Actually, I think it's tiny size.
Oh my god, that is adorable. I love it.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Burning some incense.
Okay.
So we light it up, place it on the altar, and we weren't told any like magic words to go abracadabra on.
Nope.
Were we?
Nope.
Just the incense, I think.
Burn the incense, put it on the altar, and if you head in that direction, you see a small bronze brazier there at the base of this altar that does have some scorch marks from maybe past burnings in it.
Can it tell the age of it, like how long it's?
Sure. Roll a survival check.
7.
7. It does not seem recent, but outside of not recent, you can't really tell. Like it's obviously not warm anymore from recently burned. It could be a month, it could be years, you don't really.
Yeah, okay.
And these carvings are of anything? Like, are they just decorative on this altar, or? I
There
thought
are
it was
no
mentioned that there.
no there's no carvings. It's just a plain square altar, but there is some vegetation that is growing
Yeah.
around it, that you see here on the map, and that's it. It's all you see is that bronze brazier, like this little crucible there at the base, with no markings on it. It's a plain crucible, and the altar itself has no visible markings on it. But you guys also haven't really investigated it very closely yet.
Just adding to the notes here. And then I guess we spark up this incense.
Just be careful.
So, is everybody standing where they're supposed to be?
What's this
Think so.
blue area next to Naiades?
That is a very small trickling stream.
Okie dokie.
And as you listen to it sort of bubble and brook down, it seems muted and quiet, as does everything in this area. It feels just, everything feels not as loud as it should be, except for Sen's gunshot arm a moment ago.
Okay.
Okay, so as Tyrion takes the bundle of scentsy incense,
Sure they are.
and is there multi-level marketing here? Sordane? I don't know. We'll get to that. But
If there is,
you
Tyrion is part of it.
you're burning it in the crucible.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And very quickly and orderly, you drop it in, and you light a fire like you've done hundreds or thousands of times in your past, and the bundle catches fire, starts to burn, and you guys can all smell now this really strong acrid scent as this combination of herbs and incense is not a sweet smelling one. Are you standing where you are, Tyrion? Are
He
you
is,
stepping
but
back?
as he's
Okay.
been burning at the incense and has taken the whiff of stuff he really doesn't like, he's going to just step back down off of the brazier, off the altar.
Off the altar. And as you guys watch the smoke that burns up from this incense bundle, it starts to drift up above it, and the smoke starts to turn and roil in the air, and you see it coalesce and form into a shape, a vaguely humanoid shape, large, probably 8 or 9 feet tall, and then it grows bigger, 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall, as it starts to bulk up, and you can see the arms start to coalesce. You can see the legs, but not the face. The face stays this blank void. And as the arms coalesce, you see an extension of the arm. It starts to turn into a sword, a great sword, a very long, 15-foot long sword. And it stands.
Sorry.
He stares
the sword-
up and up
the
and up
sword
and
is,
up and up at the sword like...
The sword has caused worry in Naiades, and I would like to cast. Is it Bless? Is that the buff I use? Make the attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going slow enough to. I'll let you cast that right now as you see the sword
because-
start to coalesce.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I was
very
gonna say, I don't think
concerned seeing the
Tyrion
sword.
and Fetziel are in range, though.
3
Yeah.
creatures. I will cast it on Tyrion, Vasile, and Sen.
Are they within range? I think that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we a little far here.
30 feet.
Yeah, we are well outside of range.
Okay.
That's where the 2 giggling idiots in front of the giant sword.
I'll take a few steps and I'll just. Where's the thing growing? Oh, there you. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, hi.
Vasile's just like lightly tapping on Tyrion's
Mhm.
arm. That
Mhm.
back the
Back
fuck
Back up. Back up.
Back,
Mhm.
back it up.
Back it up. Put it in reverse.
I will give you guys. You guys have 1 turn worth of movement before we get into this. So
Okay.
if you wanted to move 30 feet back to put you in range of Naiades Bless, I'm sure you guys have the wherewithal and the momentary.
Okay. Well, if they're moving, then
Yeah.
where's my thing? Sorry, I was looking for the ruler.
I think that's about as far as I can move.
Yeah, that's 22 feet. So you guys are all good.
Oop, not that. Need measurements here.
So, bless.
Oh, what am I measuring? Oh, that's funky. Okay, sorry, my bad. Apologize. What? Why am
What
I
are you
putting
guys
that down?
drawing?
I don't know what that is.
On the left,
I'm just
you
I'm
probably
trying to
have-
measure my thing.
You might have clicked on the pencil, and then
I don't have a pencil here. Let's try this one.
There's a
Hey,
pencil.
there we go.
Right. Okay, I've cast bless.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Huzzah.
Interruption over.
okay,
I think.
interruption over. As this thing is has now
Why did-
has now grown and extended this gigantic sword. Like it's as tall, maybe taller than he is. As you see him put his other hand into the handle and he holds it in front. And it stands there in front of you stoically, faceless, no emotion. And you guys all hear, "Are you light or shadow?" And you see it start
So
to
both
move.
on depending on the day.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh baby, that's a 10. Pasting
Where do you want us
just in
to put it
public world?
down for you?
In chat is fine.
Yippee.
I don't know why my
21.2. I like that.
Why do I have
Nice.
0.2 to my initiative?
I don't know.
Every-
I am
every
also
little bit
set
helps.
to Sigmund Everbright for some reason instead of Tyrion. I have no idea how to switch.
On the bottom left, if you... How did that happen? Because you must have
Yeah,
changed
I
it at
don't
one point.
know.
Right-click on your name and then go to...
User
user
configuration.
config, I think is... Yeah.
Uh,
My computer is starting to
select a
lag up,
character.
though.
Release character.
What do I have open?
There we go.
That's causing this?
Awesome. You love to see it. Awesome.
I'm gonna have to close some of these tabs. See if that did anything. Okay. We have Vasil, we have Sen at 11, Varric at 22.
I'm 6.
At 6. Tyrion is at 10. And does your owl go right after you, or did he have his own initiative?
Oh shoot. I think he has his. Sorry. Rolls its own initiative. Okay. Yeah. Let me.
And if you guys click the roll initiative from your character sheet, it automatically puts you on the combat tracker, and I don't have to do anything special. I might be selfish, but I like that. But you guys do you.
Okay.
Owl's got a 5.
You
Wait,
don't.
sorry, what'd you say?
Owl has a
Sorry.
5.
No, sorry, I was talking to Adam. I was
Oh,
trying to figure out my menu.
If you open up your character sheet from within Foundry, and there's an initiative button, right?
Oh, okay.
and
I
if you
will
roll-
happily re-roll if you
No,
want.
don't. No. But if you roll your initiative from in here, it automatically puts you on your on the combat order without
Okay.
thing. It's really neat.
We're gonna
But
try
anyway.
and use this for which.
As you guys all hear this voice in your head from something with no mouth, Varric, you react first.
All right, and he's going to essentially say to himself, "Not sure if I could tell you." And he's going to draw his blaster rifle, take a knee, and lob off one shot just to see. Hey, it's 5 plus 10. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Let's talk
yes.
about shoot first.
Well, I mean, we are here to see what happens when this thing perishes.
True. I thought was it perish or just to see what happens when we burnt the incense?
A little bit column A, a little bit column B.
Okay.
But with that first attack, make sure I do that right. Yep, that's going to be 13 points of force damage. And seeing that it wasn't too hard to get a beat on this thing, fuck it. We'll see if this works. I'm gonna do another attack. Oh shit, that's a 19 plus 10 to hit. And I'm going to expend a grit point and try to knock this thing back 15 feet away from me. So, yeah. And it needs to...
Okay.
Uh-huh. It needs to... Hold on, where am I looking? Wrong way. Forceful shot. Needs to make a DC 16 strength save, and it's also going to take... Wow, 3 fours. 12 points of force damage.
Don't forget y'all's motivational speech bonus, whatever it is.
Okay, so I'm sorry. It took how much damage? Before I roll this thing.
12 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then it needs to make a DC 16 strength save.
Strength save. Uh, 26.
Gotcha. And seeing that it doesn't quite budge,
It does
Varric's
not
just
at
going...
all. But it does take the shot.
Yep. Varric is going to just kind of like suck in his teeth and quickly like pick himself up and move, let's see, 5 feet over here. And then I'm going to like place my foot over the edge and then walk 25 feet down this wall. If I'm able to.
Yep. No problem.
15, 25. So I'm like, yeah, cool. And that'll be it for Varric.
Okay. Facile.
Zio takes a quick look at Tyrion. There's a shitty grin that forms across his maw. And he utters the magic words and components for Dragon's Breath. And he, like, love taps Tyrion on the shoulder as he's casting this. And choosing fire damage for Tyrion. Let's just light this bitch
Idea.
up. And with that, he's going to strafe a little ways over this way. And heaving up the... what is it called? It is the Meteor Cannon. I'm gonna need a big boy to make a dex save, please. DC 12.
12 dex save. Necessarily great at that. He rolls a 17.
17 pass, so he's only taking half.
And as you shoot him with your meteor cannon, the sword that he was holding out in front, you see him just shift it slightly and ricochet this his projectile off, but you can see him. Oh, he took the hit, but he's not just a statue.
Okay, unhalved, it is 9 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
Okay.
And that's the end of the turn.
Okay. And it is the guardian's turn as it takes one tentative step down off the altar, and then another as it starts to head in your direction. I guess it'd be Tyrion. And it gets to about there.
I have a habit of attracting big men, don't I?
I mean, you're the face, right? And as it's walking towards
I just want
you,
a better look.
you guys see this sort of shimmer of smoke, like around it, form this, almost like a shell all the way around this thing as it's walking toward you. The whole time holding the sword out in front of him. The sword does not move. Could be it for it. Yeah, he just walks up towards you. That's his turn. Sen, you're up.
All right, so she's a little bit afraid to use her own magic right now, but she has her Tempest Staff. So I'm going to need him to make a DC. Let's see here, 16 Dex save.
DC 16 dex save. Okay. I need you to roll a d20 for me.
That is a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Dex save. Ooh, he fails. He rolled an 8.
All right, that means that he takes. Man. Oh, it's 4. He's going to take 12 lightning damage.
Okay. And
Well, it does wherever lightning is and 5 feet apart. If he's actually holding it and consider it a second entity, that also takes the 12 lightning damage.
okay. So as you reach out with your Tempest staff and call down this bolt of lightning, you've used this a few times, and the bolt that comes down reverberates through this entire canyon, through the entire shrine. Everyone around you hears this loud crack. I need everyone around to roll a Constitution saving throw.
And he
And
starts here and goes, yeah! And then to make the saving throw and goes, oh.
and
So
you
all of us?
see all of you guys, everyone around
Okay.
you.
So wait, just a second, including me or?
Everybody.
No, excluding you.
Oh.
Excluding Sen.
I rolled a 13, boss.
Also 13.
17.
I've been dealing with the number 13 like all day. It's weird.
Lucky
Okay.
13.
So
14.
anybody who rolled 14 or greater saves
Uh-oh.
and takes. If you failed, you took 6 thunder damage.
That's not
If
bad.
you
That's not bad.
if you succeed, you take 3.
Livable.
Livable.
And this thing, you can see that this lightning bolt that hit this thing starts to reverberate and shake this shield that it essentially put out over it, and the force behind your this staff of this lightning staff, it forces it to its knee, but the shield that he had up is still up. But you can see that the Tempest staff that you called down was much, much stronger than you were expecting. Obviously.
Each Sensor is just a bit surprised at what just happened, and she's too shocked to do anything else, so she ends her turn.
Haha, shocked.
Tyrion getting
Yes.
thundered 2 times in a row.
Again! So you watch him run directly off the side of the cliff.
Does he have an afro again?
A little bit more scraggly this time, but he jumps off and casts the fly spell on himself. Taking cover!
Okay. Tyrion jumps off and casts the fly spell. You are now flying.
Okay. I can't physically move off the border, so he is...
Here. There you
he's
go.
like... Yeah.
Did that help you?
It's just like a little bit down the wall, so he's out of the way of the sword. Even though he could just like look over the side and be like... fly swatter.
Okay.
But he's doesn't have the action economy left, so we're gonna pass the turn.
Hey, Naedes.
Does he still want his question answered?
I mean, you don't know.
Well, because you said he spoke to in all of our heads if we
He
were
did.
light or shut.
But there's no emotion, there's no relatable conscience behind it. You know, it didn't feel like you were talking to someone. So you don't know if that was you don't know if it was necessarily a question or a rhetorical question.
I'm going to answer him and just say, I am a... Am I? Besides a cleric. Where is it? Saw the term earlier.
He asked, "Are you light or shadow?" What he said.
I'm in the light. And with that...
You don't get any sort of response from it. It doesn't look in your direction.
No, I just spoke out loud. Not... Can I prepare a spell?
Like hold one?
Yeah.
Yes, as long as it's not... Oh no, holding a spell breaks concentration.
Does it? Okay.
Right? It doesn't matter what spell it is. Yeah, so you would lose your bless if you did.
Question, depending on if... Because I'm by this little pool of water, is there any chance I can shape water and put it around me acting as a shield?
Mechanically, we'll say no, because that's
Okay.
outside of the bounds of what the spell does.
Okay.
Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, couldn't she technically like raise it up and give herself some cover?
mean, she can
Maybe
put
not
it.
like
She can put it
armor.
in. She can put it in front of between her and it, but it wouldn't. You don't think it would mechanically give you a benefit?
Yeah, I was thinking of if Sen puts off another blast, it just might subdue a little bit of the shockwave. That was all I was thinking of, but
I mean, part of the spell is that it can also freeze a certain amount of water, right?
for up to an hour.
But not hover a frozen piece of water in front of her either. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would still be moving, but I would just be like just making a wall of water almost per se. But it's fine. That's fine.
I mean, if
It's
you
just
wanted to freeze like some of that water into something to hide behind, you could do that too.
I want to summon my spiritual weapon, but that's a bonus action.
You haven't used anything yet, so
I know, that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to think of something to do. The other spells want to cast cost concentration as well.
I was gonna say, spiritual weapon isn't concentration if you want to drop it.
No, not spiritual weapon, but I was wanting to cast protection from energy, but that's a concentration. Un momento. Got so many concentrations. I need more brain power. I need more brains.
you need to not be up at 3 a.m. playing D&D with your people in the States.
I'm gonna cure wounds on Tyrion.
That
I
is
mean,
a
you
touch.
could probably
Touch.
do a healing word, but that's cure wounds is touch.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
is
do
it?
heal.
And he's floating off a cliff. You would have to
Oh,
fall
it is
off.
touch. Sorry.
No worries. You could do a healing word,
Oh,
which
good.
is
Nope, that's a bonus action as well. Dagnabbit.
is there a reason why you don't want to use your bonus action?
Because I haven't done an action.
You don't have to do an action to do a bonus action. You can just
You
do
can
a
just
bonus action
stay with
only.
bonus action.
Oh, I thought when I asked you previously, I had to do an action. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon then.
Okay.
Just to summon it to beside me. That's all.
Okay, and where are my... I seem to have lost them. Oh well. You'll get a little blue teal light next to you as your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, sparkly.
You don't want it on the dude to attack him?
Nope, it's just up at the minute.
Okay, because you can cast it within, what, 30, 60 feet?
30, I think.
Oh, I feel bad for attacking him. He hasn't attacked me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And he
He
hasn't really
stood there.
attacked anybody else. We're attacking him, so I'm. Yeah,
I'm not trying to force you to attack this guy. I'm not.
No. Until he attacks, I'm not going to attack. If Tyrion was closer and I could touch him, I would heal him. But other than that, at the minute,
Oh, good. Yeah,
I'm gonna
Tyrion's
just hold.
Tyrion looks fine, actually.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine as long as he's fine.
Yeah,
No,
he's all
I'm
good.
done.
Okay. Thank you, Naides. Mr. Owl.
Ally Hoot's gonna swoop in, kind of flying around the giant's head, and is going to use the help action to grant someone's next attack roll advantage.
Okay.
Sucks
Sure.
that he's got to stay within 5 feet, but oh well.
The guardian does not seem to look too closely at this little owl flying around him. But anyway, Sir Varric. And then Vasilia after Varric.
Alright, so seeing Tyrion leap of faith off the side, Varric's going to shoulder his, like not stow it, but just shoulder with his left hand his rifle and then draw his freeze gun with his right hand as he's running up the wall. And as soon as he's got clearance and he can see, he's going to lob off 2 shots of the freeze gun at Mr. Big Bad here. First one's an 18 plus 10 to hit.
That hits.
Second is a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Gotcha. No, that's not the right page. Here we go. Freeze gun is 1d10. And he is going to take... Ooh, that's 10 points, baby! He's going to take 10 points of cold damage, and Varric's going to hit him right on one of his feet. And it's going to just slightly crust over his foot, and his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
That shield that he has around him takes the damage that you shot at him, and he does not seem to be affected by your slow.
Cool. Alright, then let's see, because I figured I'd moved like 25 feet up. Even though that says 15, so I'll just move like another 5 feet back down, so it can't it doesn't currently have line of sight.
Okay.
And that'll be it for Varric.
Okay. Vasil, Giant Guardian, is closest to you at the moment.
Got it. Boy, you're a big boy, aren't you? Varric used the advantage from the owl, right? From the owl's owl doctrine.
I rolled a 19 on my first attack to hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have crit fished, but...
I mean, you could also say that he held his...
attack, like, period.
Or you could just say he held his help action until it was your turn.
Nah, I'm not gonna choose it like that.
He's your familiar. Anyway.
But he's here to help everybody. He's a helpful little boy.
Okay.
Fuck it, we're gonna Hakalugi at this thing. And
Mount Wana Hakalugi. Sorry.
Shark bait.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha. I need our big lad to make a dex save, DC 13.
DC 13. He rolled a 14.
Damn. So he's taking half of 10 acid damage.
Okay. So 5?
Yeah.
Okay, and once again, you see this like smoky shield that he's put out around him get covered with this acid that you spit out, and you can see, and you guys can all see maybe some holes start to appear in this shield. It looks to be taking damage, but it is preventing any damage to him directly.
Gotcha. Bonus action, we're gonna start up our Blade song, get our theme song going. And we're gonna find 20 here. Get a bright, close, and personal. And that'll be the turn.
Okay. And as you run up right close and personal, you can see he very mechanically but smoothly turns his whole body to face in your direction with this gigantic sword that he has in 2 hands. And he's going to start lifting it up. And it's always been kind of this kind of eye level for you all as he's kind of just moving it around. And as he starts to lift it up, he lifts it up very slowly. Like, he's not like doing it really fast, but just really slowly. And you can feel the air around you start to suck and push you in, and all of you can feel the air all around you start to blow in the direction of this sword. And Vasil, I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Ooh. 13.
As
Keeping it up with the 13s.
13. So you are trapped in this vortex of air as he's pulling his sword up. Your speed is halved. And you see he's now getting this very slowly. He's pulling this sword up, and the higher he gets, the more and more the air pushes you into the area right underneath his sword.
Kind of forced into the eye of the storm.
That's his turn. Sen.
I was even thinking about which one of the two things to do. In the end, she's just going to try to use the Tempest Staff again, but she's going to do it like over here in the corner so it doesn't hit Vasil about it. Because it hits in a 5-area square around him, so...
So, just so you know, everyone in the whole battlefield was hit by it before.
You're right. Change of plan, I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Alright, does a 15 hit.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and I need a D100.
I knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
First, do some damage. Oof, rolled really bad. 4 cold damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so after the cold, your freezing ray hits, or your ray of frost hits, that shield that's around him starts to shimmer and seems to take the cold damage, and with a shattering sound, you see that it just shatters and is gone.
And for the D100 is a 61.
61. And you can see that he is not affected by your ray of frost movement impaired. You see that the shield took all of that. Okay, sorry. What was the number again?
61.
Okay, so as you shoot your ray of frost, that same sort of energy, that fire, that red energy just shoots out of your left hand, and immediately afterwards, the frost shatters and coalesces throughout your arms, and your arms have turned into mist.
Like they're invisible?
It's mist. It's like foggy arms. Like your arms literally look like fog.
Okay, I thought you... Okay. By description, I thought she got her arms, like, blasted off.
No,
no,
sorry.
Oh!
Rocket arms!
Oh my god!
No.
They killed Sen, you bastards!
No, your arms have turned into mist, essentially.
Just double checking. Is it just the arms or the arms and hands?
Your arms and hands. Yes. From your shoulder down to the tips
Does
of
the
your
mist
fingers.
glow like the rest of her veins?
The mist has kind of like that with that the veins of red going through the mist, but it's more like sparkly.
It's like a lightning cloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so this has become
That's
mist.
cool.
Sen is holding her Tempest Staff. Is she still holding it, or does it just fall through?
How much does the Tempest staff weigh?
As much as a regular staff, so 4 pounds.
Yes, you can hold it. It is much heavier than you remember.
Yeah, I'm just thinking with mist arms, can you actually do any spells because visible somatic? So that's what I'm thinking.
So, spoiler alert, it's not going to restrict your ability to cast spells.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you try and figure that out. You can still cast spells.
You know what? Oh goodness, she's going to move like 20 feet over here. So that way, if she does happen to accidentally cast a fireball on herself, it's not going to hit Naiades by mistake.
That'll never happen.
From
Okay.
sin with love.
Anything else then?
Let's see here. Oh wait, that's 30 feet right there. I got another 5 more feet. There. All right, there. Now she's 35 feet away. She's safe.
Boom.
And that's it.
Okay, Tyrion, you're up. Naiades, you're after Tyrion.
Got it.
Good work, son! As he now flies directly over top of Misty Man. And we're gonna look down with the Dragon's Breath of Fire as our full action. And need him to make a dex save of... Vasile?
I believe it's Vasile's casting DC, right? If he casts it on someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. DC 16.
Ooh,
Okay.
He rolled a 12.
Awesome.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Let's see the damage. What do you got?
Oh, he casted it at
3d6
second level,
of-
so it's 3d6. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's second level by default, right? But
Yeah,
that's
but
gonna
it
be
can be
12
extra.
altogether.
Well,
Nice.
okay.
Fire!
Okay, as the flame erupts around him, you can see some of the that misty sort of marble looking whatever this material is made out of start to dissipate as you guys are starting to do damage to this thing. It does look like it's taking damage, just not in your typical way.
Tyrion is just flying around Peter Pan style.
Okay, anything else? Oh, how close did you get? I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Gotcha.
As you are getting pulled in by this, the vortex that is his sword.
Hey boss, that's gonna be an 8. Oh wait, no, I'm blessed. Hold on. That's a whole 12, bro.
Still not enough.
I figured.
Your
It was worth a shot.
your speed is halved.
I can fly. Oh,
Okay. And anything else, Tyrion?
good work, Vasile. Keep it up. And Bardic Inspire for Vasile.
Take your bardic inspiration dice, Vasile and Naiades.
The dispel magic, would that take the spell off of Varric?
What spell?
Vasile, sorry. Isn't he hindered by a spell or something that the guy cast on him?
So
Yeah, both
dispel.
Vasile and I are slowed.
Well, yes and no, right? I don't know if dispel magic Wait, let me read Dispel Magic really quick.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The
Yeah,
DC equals 10 plus spell's level.
It's
On
not
a successful check, the spell ends.
It's not a spell that can be dispelled.
Okay. How's everyone looking?
We're looking great.
Dashing.
Fabulous, darling. Fabulous. Oh, I don't want to attack him because he hasn't done. But he is a. Has he actually? Oh, he's getting caught up in. Sorry, I'm having a conflict of morale here.
Conflict of interest to see how it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I feel like if you were waiting for permission to attack him, he's being pretty aggressive toward Vasily.
I know he's. I'm going to. I don't like seeing my teammates get hurt. I'm going to. What's that? I'm going to. Nope, that's melee. Sorry. Sorry, I had my stuff on the. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, you bitch.
You hesitate for just a little too long in your do I attack? Do I not? And your guiding bolt hits this giant sword instead and ricochets off into the distance.
Is my spectral weapon my bonus attack?
Yeah, you can use your bonus to move it 20 feet, 25 feet?
20 feet.
20 feet.
It is. Oh, can you not move it?
No, I'm sitting there trying.
Sorry, here, I'll move it for now. There's
Yeah, I was
20
going to move it by Vasilia.
Hello.
Hello. Sword waggles at him. and that's me, yeah.
Okay. Top of the... Oh, no, sorry, Owl first, and then Varric, then Vasil.
Yeah. Owl friend's gonna do. Oh wait. Gonna.
Oh, Owl needs to
There we go.
also roll a strength saving throw.
Yeah. D20. Roll. That's not gonna be pretty. -4 to strength. Oh my god. -1.
The owl's
He trips.
speed... The owl's speed is halved.
Okay. So he's still gonna zip around that side. He doesn't need much right now. He'll use the help action to grant whomever desires to take the next attack action advantage.
Okie doke.
Probably Varric. Hopefully Varric.
Well,
that's it for the owl.
Varric, see what you got.
All right, seeing that this thing's getting distracted by the owl, Varric's going to move up the 5 feet to have line of sight, take a knee on the side of this wall, this cliff. He's going to stow his freeze rifle with his free action and shoulder the blaster rifle. I'm going to take declaring sharpshooter as I was granted advantage. Thank God I had advantage. That is 19. 14 minus 5 plus 10.
19 hits.
All right, and that is going to be. Ooh, that is. Well, no, sharpshooter just counts as what damage my weapon does, right? Yeah. Oh, so that's going to be 20 points of force damage.
Ooh, that's pretty
Nice.
good.
As you hit. Thanks for the assist! And another boom! He's going to lob off another shot. Not declaring sharpshooter on this one.
And yeah, after that shot, you see a large chunk of its chest just get blown off. And while it's still physically there, you can see that just a whole gap of it's missing now.
And that's 17 to hit for the second attack.
17 hits.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
gonna do
still mist form, right? Or is
It
it
is
stone
still
now?
no, it's still like this this mist form, but it is solid. It seems solid, but also mist. It doesn't make sense. Roll with
So
it.
kind of like the T2 type thing.
Like Terminator 2?
Yeah, like the liquid dude.
No, I got what you meant, but no, less physical than that.
Okay.
That's 14 points of force damage on that one. Rolled pretty high.
Dang.
And you all can hear. Well, 90s is closer, so it doesn't sound so far for her. But everyone can hear Varek. I've got your number! And that's going to be it for me.
He enjoys his work.
Good at what he does.
Okay. Let's see it. What are you doing?
Got it. Are we able to move through the spaces of friendly, I guess in this case, entities?
I would say you can. I don't. I guess I don't know what the real rule is. I would imagine so, because like imagine 5 feet, right? You're not.
The ruling is it's not extra movement. It's only if it's a hostile.
Yeah, so you can move through it. You
And
just
then it's
can't.
difficult terrain.
You just can't stop in there.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're just gonna circle around, squeeze right on past you, the water sword, and he just takes a deep breath and releases it, casting Rhyme's Binding Ice. I will need Big Boy to make a con save, DC 16.
Con save. He rolled a 17.
Okay, so he's gonna be taking half of 15 ice damage and no other effects.
Okay. As the ice starts to try and collect onto this thing, and you see that he is now finishing this movement with his sword, and all of your spells start to shake off of him as he's finishing it. Anything else?
Nope, that's all we got.
Okay, and all at once, this slow raising sword that he's been raising over the last few seconds comes down in lightning speed at the and hits the ground. I need Vasile, the owl, and Tyrion. I need you all to roll dexterity saving throws, but you roll with advantage, Tyrion, because you're on the edge of this thing.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm in the air. I don't know if that makes any difference.
All of you guys are getting hit by the shockwave of this thing.
Whew, thank you for advantage. Oh, come on now. It won't matter. Oh, man.
19 for Vasile, 8 for the owl.
Okay, and Tyrion?
Dexterity save? Okay, maybe it'll matter. 14.
14. Okay.
That's with a 4 on the bless. I rolled a 4 and I have a +6.
So, let's see. Vasile, you save. Tyrion, you also save. The owl does not.
Woo!
The owl takes 39 force damage. You guys take
Yeah, no, the owl is fucking evaporated.
You guys
Just
take half of
poof.
that rounded down, so 19
You-
force damage.
You didn't deserve this.
You sent it
He
to
was
help.
just a little. He was a little guy.
Killed
Just
20 times over.
This little poof of feathers.
evaporated. He was no longer.
Just
And
He will not, in fact, wrestle up to the bars and voomp no more. He's no longer pining for the fields.
this was a familiar, right? I don't have to feel bad about killing this owl.
no, he's still gonna cost me 10 GP to get him back.
Yeah. Sorry, not my problem. But and after he hits the ground, that force, that shockwave that hit all of you, you can see that force start to coalesce again around it. Into
Oh,
a
do we need
shield.
concentration saves, Vasile?
I don't think we're passing that one, right?
19?
It was half damage, right? Of whatever, or is it just the damage? I can't remember concentration rules.
It's the damage you took halved, or 10, whichever is greater.
Okay, he rolled a 14, so I'll just
So that would be just
by default.
10.
10, yeah.
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 He's still flying.
Whew. Okay, yeah, and you still have your dragon's breath.
Awesome.
Okay. And I don't know if you guys caught that, but once again, he's got that shield that coalesced around him.
Shield's back.
Shield is back. But you can see, like, he's got all sorts of holes in him from your attacks. Like, this thing isn't necessarily tough. He is kind of relying on that shield. But anyway, that's him. Sen.
I just wonder what's going to happen to Sen now. She's going to go ahead and cast Scorching Rays at him.
Okay, roll your attacks. 3 attacks, right?
And when she's doing the Scorching Rays, she's going to try to aim at different parts of the body, see how well that shield actually works.
Okay, go and roll your attacks.
All right. All right, so I got a 24, an 18, no, 12 plus 8, so that's 20, and then a 22.
Okay, they all hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and I need a D100. Do your D100 first so I can...
All right. D100 first, okay. 84.
I think next
Right,
time
so-
we go to fight a
alright.
deity, Sen stays on the boat.
We knew what we were getting into.
Mm.
Sen, in front of you, a birthday cake appears on a small little platter.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, so in
Is
the
it
end,
like wild magic? Is that what it is? With
yes, wild magic, anything can
Okay.
happen.
It's a little bit of a different roll table than what he's probably used to.
Yeah, I was looking at the basic one, so yeah. So that's gonna be a total of 26 fire damage.
26 fire damage, and as you're hitting it in different spots, the shield, you see it start to and burn, in the places that you hit, but the shield is protecting this thing 100%. but you can see that the shield is, as usual now, taking damage from it.
Just out of curiosity, the birthday cake, does it have candles?
It does.
How many?
It has the exact amount of your age.
How many candles is it?
I don't know, how many candles is it, Sen?
So wait, since Sen doesn't quite know her age, is this like a way she can find out?
Oh, do you not know your age?
She doesn't know her age because her oil magic does make her shift in age.
Wait, that was a thing for Sen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Let's
Unless I was
figure this out after.
Aw.
I don't want to
Next.
New mission: save the cake.
I want to get through this eventually.
Save the cake.
Is it
As a free
chocolate?
action, can I just smell the cake? See what if it tastes good, if it's old or what, whatnot.
Bonus
Well,
action smell.
Sure,
Bonus action sniff.
Sir, what are you doing to the cake?
I just wanted to see if the cake is like one of those old cakes, if it's like a fresh cake, the freshness of the cake in general.
It is moldy on the inside.
It looks like it was freshly baked by the most wealthy baker in Eston. This thing looks immaculate. It's got swirls of buttercream, and it looks delicious, enticing. It looks perfect.
I
If
want
her
cake
hands or
now.
arms weren't missed, she would try it, but since she can't really see them, so she's not really going to go face first into it.
No!
No eyes. I mean, anyway, are you trying to touch it or grab it or whatever?
She doesn't think she can, so she's not going to.
Okie doke. Well, then we won't talk about it anymore. Tyrion.
No! He just yells as he flies up into the air. You bastard! And takes the loot off his back and just rips his hand across it and casts Shatter at 3rd level.
Ooh. Okay.
It's gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw. Not if he rolls that. 12?
That is a fail.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
Alrighty.
What's a 3rd level shatter do? A lot, I'm assuming. The poor man's
Well,
fireball.
It's just... Sorry, still new to actually using the really cool tools here. Trying to upcast. Roll.
1d8 for each spell slot.
Yeah, I'm trying to upcast it, but I'm not seeing the option for...
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Anyway.
I'll manually input the 1d8.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
baby.
Good. Nice.
That is 30 thunder damage.
30 thunder damage. And
with the absolute anger of Eliud.
Is Vasil in the area?
No, it's cast like back here on his back.
Okay. And with that, this shield that's around it, once again, you see it shatter into different pieces of smoke and mist.
San, kill this bastard! And that's gonna be another bardic inspiration.
Okay. Going else? Naides,
that's it.
Up, by the way. Okay, Naides. Oh, Owl's
We'll cast Guiding Bolt on the shield of Mist Guy.
So the shield's broken. So it's
Oh,
not,
the shield
so
is
you,
finally broken. Yeah, I'll cast it on this guy then.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
11, 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll some damage as he starts to get sparkly. This mist turns to this sort of a black gold sparkle across his whole body.
Okay, damage, sorry, right?
Yep. Looking very dapper in his New Year's Eve dress now. Ooh,
13 radiant.
Did you upcast that? Or hold on, no, that's
Oh, the owl's the upcast, isn't it? But the owl's poo.
no. I meant guiding bolt is 46 normally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say, I thought so.
Yeah,
My mistake.
upcast it's plus 1d6 for each level.
Okay,
Yeah.
13 radiant. This guy, he's looking like he's got quite a bit of holes in him. He doesn't seem to follow the normal rules of needing his body to work. So, but he looks like he's taking damage. And he is all sparkly.
Just OOC. What about destroying the conduit of him? No, I mean not the conduit, but like the herb bowl or the altar that it, do you think that might just spitballing, I guess, to
Worth a shot.
just out of curiosity, you think that because yeah, he's got holes in him, but if he's not following the conventional rules of mobs, maybe something else.
I mean, he is a smoke creature that was summoned
Yeah.
by burning incense, right? So, okay. Anything else, Naives?
No. Oh, sorry. Bonus action. I'm going to send my sword.
Okay. Your sword goes up. You should be able to move it now, actually.
Yeah, I can move. I'm going to. I don't know if this will have repercussions or not. I'm going to send my sword to slash at the bowl that the herbs were.
Okay. Yeah, it can get there, no problem. And as the sword, the herbs are like, right, is that 30 feet? Nope, it can't get there. Never mind. It can only move 20
Okay.
feet, so it can only move to the other side of him. This guy's
Yeah,
really
that's
big.
fine. Yeah, that'll be mine. I'm done then.
So you're
Wait,
not
no.
attacking
that's
him with
guiding.
it?
Oh yeah, might as well. I'll swipe at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll an
But
attack.
he'll get an attack of opportunity. But I wasn't really leaving it. I don't know.
It doesn't count as, like, it doesn't have hit points to attack, so not like the Baldur's Gate one.
19 is my attack.
19 hits.
Damage. 11 force.
11 fours. Okay. As it takes another chunk out of him, he still stands strong as he has the sword now is on the ground as he's moving slowly. You guys are hurting this guy. He hasn't really gotten to do much. Anything else?
No, that's me. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Sir Varric. And then Vasily, you're next.
See this thing is getting hurt pretty bad, and his teammates were able to make quick work of that shield. Varric closes one eye, gonna declare sharpshooter on both attacks, and he's come on, come on, come on, slowly chanting to himself. Ooh, that's a 17 minus 5 plus 10, 22 to hit on the first one.
Okay, 22 hits.
And that'll miss, because that's 3 minus 5 plus 2. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your sharpshooter damage on the one. Were you aiming at anything in particular because you were sharpshootering?
It's head.
Okay.
Like, yeah. That's 10 plus 10, that's another 20 points of force damage.
Okay. 20 more points of force damage. And your shot goes clean through the side of its head and out the other side of its head, leaving just this gaping hole from your shot. And it doesn't close up, it stays. You can now see through the other side of him. And you see it sort of look in your direction. But that's
Seeing
it.
it
Really?
actually, like, hey,
It-
notice?
He has not really
Like,
looked.
it hasn't really emoted to anyone in particular, so seeing it finally, like, emote, if you will, Varric is just going to very, like, dramatically wink at it. I've got your number.
Okay.
And that'll be it for Varric.
Vasil.
All right. Seeing that this creature is made of smoke, there's a devious little idea that comes to Vasil's mind. He roots around behind his back for a second and takes out a glass bulb-looking thing, like a Christmas ornament.
Okay.
There's a little loop at the top of it, and he reaches up, hooks it onto the end of his horn, yanks it so that the loop comes off of this ornament-looking thing. He chucks it over there, and he's going to use one of his Backhusen's extinguishers. So I'm going to need Mr. Big Lad
Okay.
to make a, what is it? DC 13 con save.
I feel like I have to read this extinguisher. Hold on.
Yeah. The device looks like a glass bauble filled with dark liquid. As an action, you can throw the extinguisher up to 20 feet. When thrown, so the glass shatters and explodes in a 15-foot radius sphere, removing all air from the area for one turn. The explosion immediately stops all fire within this radius. Any creature caught in the radius that breathes air must take a DC 13 con save or suffer 4d6 force damage.
Okay. Sure. That'll affect him. Why not? I'll even roll this at disadvantage. DC 13 con save. You rolled a 12? Are you fucking kidding me? You rolled a 12.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your 4d6 force damage as you start to see a giant chunk of this smoke guardian start to get pulled into this or blown away by this fire extinguisher.
That is 14 force damage.
14 force damage.
I feel like this was worth the use of one of two of them that you had.
Okay, and you guys all see this smoke creature, like part of its leg gets blown off by this thing, and you see it now fall to its knee, holding up its sword, like he's leaning on his sword while down on his knee. It did not seem to like that very much. No.
Oh, is Vasil's speed still halved?
Oh no, sorry, it's not anymore.
Okay. And with that, we're
Tyrion's?
gonna run away like a little bitch.
Same thing. That it's only while he's casting his thing is why you.
Oh.
Like as soon as he brought it all down, like that's the whole shockwave that he was building, and then that whole vortex isn't there anymore.
I see.
Gotcha. Does he take an opportunity attack as Vasil's running away?
He does not take an opportunity.
Oh. That's somehow more terrifying. And that's the turn.
He doesn't actually have reactions. Strangely enough. That's your turn. Okay. So his turn. So you're flying, right, Tyrion?
Yeah.
So
Why would you ask me that?
well, you'll see, I guess. So as he's on the ground holding this 15-foot long greatsword, he starts, because he's not moving now, and you see him pick up the sword, and instead he starts to spin it around and around, and that vortex that you felt just a few moments ago, instead of being localized to a single place in front of him, is now creating this gigantic vortex of air in the above himself. And I need anybody within 60 feet of him to roll a strength saving throw.
We didn't run far enough.
Or was it 60 radius? 60 seems too far. Sorry, no. So it's 60. It's 60 diameter, centered on him. So 30 feet.
Zen can also use the Bardic Inspiration if she hasn't already.
So is it just Vasil and Tyrion again?
Was it?
Because it's 30 feet around him.
I'm just at 30 feet, so.
Woo! Strength saving throw of 5.
17.
Mine's horrible. I'm a -1.
So 17 saves Vasil. So you take this one actually does damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, no.
It does damage.
This one does
The
damage.
first one didn't.
The first one did damage on the next turn when it landed. This one is a really sharp, piercing, stretching sort of hearing damage that you guys are taking from the force of these winds. So
Sheer.
yeah, exactly. 15 slashing damage is what you take, Tyrion, and
Tyrion is straight up not having a great time.
your speed is halved once again. Vasil, you take half of that. So 7. And then Sen, were you in range? I didn't do the math.
I mean, are we going by the corner closest? I would say yes.
Yep, you are within 30 feet. So go ahead and roll
Yeah,
your.
I rolled a 15.
15 fails, so you take 14 slashing damage, and everybody who failed is pulled.
Actually, I have Tides of Chaos, which I can gain advantage on an ability check. Can I use that?
It's a saving throw, not an ability check.
Oh, sorry. It says I can gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay, then yes, you can.
Tyrion still
All
has
right.
dragon's breath.
And that's a
And
17.
he's still flying, somehow,
A
with
7,
6 HP.
a 17 saves. So you do not get pulled in. You still take the damage.
Oh, that was
It's
a total of 7, right?
7 slashing. And Tyrion, you've already next to him. So if you were flying above him, you are now trapped in the vortex of his sword, and your speed is halved.
I'm just at 30 feet, so I'm guessing that would include.
No, you are.
Myself.
Well, here. Yeah, I guess that'll include you too.
And mine was a 5.
5. Okay, so you take 14 slashing damage, and you are pulled 20 feet closer to it in this vortex. So we're going to put you 20 feet this way. Oh,
14, you said, was.
yep. We're going to pull you closer into him. Okay. And while as he continues to go, the force is getting stronger and stronger. Sen, as you're whipped back and forth by the wind shear of this vortex, what are you doing?
First, a quick
Sorry.
clarification.
Sure.
So, motivation speed, since I got hit, I have advantage on my next throw. When I do when I do Scorching Rays, is it just 1 or is it all?
It would be the next one, but does that
It only lasts if you have the temp HP
right?
still.
If you get hit and you still have the temp HP, you get
Oh,
hit,
okay.
which I would assume you don't anymore.
Yeah. The thing is, these are going a little bit more crazy. She's going to cast Scorching Rays at 3rd level.
Okay.
So let's see if you want me to roll the 100?
Yeah, roll the 100 so I can look it up first.
Alright. 70. Alright, so. Alright, that's a miss. So that's 17, 19. Oh, and then nat 20. I guess that makes up for my 1 miss.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll some damage.
Alright. Alright, that's 29 fire damage.
Total from all three.
Including the nat 20, yeah.
Okay. And okay, how do you want to do this?
I mean, as she did before, she's just going to try aiming at different parts of the body, see if she can make the smog just disappear, just fade away.
So as you guys see Sen reach out with her southpaw casting arm and shoot the scorching rays at the different parts of this smoke guardian creature, you can start to see the form of its coalesced body start to drip and fade away. And as her outstretched arm focused on the powerful fire casting, her arm starts to become solid again. Solid wood. Her body starts to turn into wood. Her feet turn into roots. Her head starts to grow into a large oak tree. Standing here in the center of this small clearing now stands a 30-foot tall oak tree that used to be Sen. Still is Sen.
Oh
He's been
dear.
trying to escape this vortex and just goes shooting off into the air from trying to resist. And flies immediately over to Sen. Sen! Are you in there?
Don't step on the cake!
Well, hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. So
Hello?
he
Hello?
has something to do. And we're late, so we're gonna end really short right after this. Sen, you feel your body becoming hard and stiff as your last cast, and as you see this shrine guardian start to disappear in front of you, your vision starts to go black and fade away, and then you're you again. You open your eyes, and in front of you is a void. A never-ending void in all directions. You see stars. Maybe. You don't know. But they sparkle. And in front of you, taking up the majority of your view, is a large, bound entity of some sort. Bound in chains larger than any airship you've been on. Each link larger than any airship you've been on. It is wrapped tightly, faceless, voiceless, unmoving. And that's what we're into.
Wow.
Bye, Sen.
Oh my god! They killed Sen!
Oh, hey, look, we have a chat. Hungry Ender Dragon. Welcome. You just came right
Hello.
when we're finishing for the evening. So,
Tyrion, save the cake!
oh, that's right, the cake.
Absolutely. Do we
Forgot
still have
about the
do we still have an icebox?
No.
No.
It was the orc and oh gosh, I don't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Darby.
Darby and Borg. Oh my god, thank you.
Yes, Borg.
Oh,
Borg.
okay. I thought Darby had one of the chests.
He did. They both did.
I'll,
but
I'll
now-
forgive this sacrilege.
Poor Sin.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna say goodnight to our guests watching our feed. Thank you everybody for joining us for tonight. Thank you our players for destroying my Shrine Guardian, who certainly needed more action economy for this, but that's okay.
It was a nice change.
He was fun.
He was still terrifying.
He was still utterly terrifying. Tyrion is at 6 HP.
Well, you can't just walk up to
Too great.
people all the time, man.
Well, you
I
know.
guess- Okay,
Watch me.
anyway,
And I wasn't walking at all, pal. So, no, I'm just kidding.
thank you for
At least
watching
he's
this.
not a tree!
At least he's not a tree. Thank you for watching us here at Roll for Broke. We will catch you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, something like that. No, I'll work on that outro. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.